Come on in. Two things before sharing my mortgage trackers. Can I share that I am high-key stunned that I'm about to start paying off my mortgage? That's got to soak in. And two, come take a trip with me down memory lane. When I was paying off my consumer debt, I was sharing debt snowball updates on the 1st and the 15th of every month. And if the 1st or the 15th was during the week, which they typically were, your girl was up at 5 or 6 in the morning recording a short video to edit before having to log into work at 7:30. I'm trying to figure out how often I should share my mortgage payoff updates, and I want to hear from you. I've created a post with a survey. It's out there now. I would like for you to go out there and weigh in if you don't mind. Just let me know. Would you like more regular updates, say on the 1st or the 15th like before? Now, they may sometimes post later in the day. I'm no spring chicken. I'm an elder millennial. Would you like them at the end of the month? Something like today's video where I kind of wrap up the month and all of its extra payments. One time a month, anytime or whenever I feel like it. At the end of the day, I will have to go with what works best for my schedule, but I would like your feedback so I can work it in according to your preferences. Thank you. Now on to my mortgage trackers and payoff progress. So here is my homemade tracker. I'm going to quickly walk through the setup of this. Up here, I have the date of the mortgage payment and the month we're in, essentially. Down here, I'm going to be adding any payments made, and so the payment date and payment amount. This total will add up those amounts. Here, the beginning balance is coming from my mortgage company or the amortization schedule, and these should match up, the mortgage company and the amortization schedule. And then the balance less the payments. This is just an idea of that balance reduction. Of course, it doesn't take into account the interest on this account being reapplied to the balance, but I still like to see that, just to get an idea of how the balance is adjusting. And then the ending balance is also going to come from my mortgage company or that amortization schedule. I'm expecting these to line up. Now the principal reduction is going to be the difference between that beginning and ending balance. So I know that after I've made a payment and part of that payment has gone to interest and escrow, I then take into account any extra payments. What should that principal reduction be? Because I'm trying to really pay this down, applying as much as I can to the principal amount. And then over here is the yearly goal progress. I set a goal to pay down my mortgage 5% in the year 2021. So my balance was $107,330 at the beginning of the year. So far, the balance itself has decreased by $771.48. And so I am 0.72% to the goal, and I have 4.28% left. So we're going to be able to see month over month with each update how I am tracking to that goal. So that is really nice. I'm on the fence about how I will post the monthly payment. This $760.66 does satisfy the June payment requirement, but it was in May, so I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I may change this going forward, but I'll leave it here for now. And let's see, I'm going to add in a couple other payments. So on the 14th, I made an additional principal payment of $12.61. This came from an eBay sale that I made. I sold something for about $16, and after shipping was able to profit, quote unquote, $12.61. So I put that right to the mortgage. And then on the 25th, $500, my $500 monthly goal payment, extra principal payment, however you want to put it. I was able to make that on the 25th. Yay! And then right behind that, on the 27th, I made an extra $100 principal payment. And quick story here, this was actually a payback from my sister. So my sister and I, we got. We're my mom's only 2 children, and we've always tried to have each other's back. She's always had mine. I've always tried my best to have hers. And last year, she ran into some hard times, and things got just a little crowded in her budget, and she needed a little bit of help, so I threw something her way. And whenever she got a better paying job, thank God, she started walking down the baby steps, which I was really happy about. I had given her a diagram and she said, okay, I'm going to build up my $1,000 emergency fund and I'm going to start paying off this debt. And she would tell me, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm going to pay you back. And I was like, girl, I know. My sister has always been great about paying me back. And I've tried to have the same, I have had the same relationship with her because that's really important. If you're going to borrow money, pay people back, so because you want people paying you back. Okay. So she would always say, I'm going to pay you back. And I had forgot about the running total. And this past Sunday, she came to me and she said, here's $100 cash. And then here's a check for this Friday for you to cash. And then I'll be done with you. I won't owe you anything anymore. And I was like, hey, congratulations. Because I had kind of forgot about the amount. She was keeping really good track of it. And I said, you know what I'm going to do with this? And she said, what? I said, I'm going to make an extra $100 principal payment on my mortgage to help pay it down. And she said, when you gave me the money, it helped me catch up on my mortgage. And I said, wow, look at us. Look at God. And it's just, I don't know why I wanted to share that story, but I guess I just wanted to share that any extra money that I get from eBay sales, I don't think anybody else owes me any money. But anything that I get, any extra payout, anything unexpected, I'm going to be applying to this mortgage to pay it down as soon as possible. Now, of course, I also get a check from YouTube. Occasionally, I have to make at least $100 to get that check. And so whenever you watch the ads on my videos, then I get a payout from Google Ads. So that's sort of like a way you can even help me pay off my mortgage. You don't have to, but anytime you watch the ads, then I get a little payout. YouTube and we split a little something. So every little bit helps. And thank you for watching the ads. Okay, so as I was walking through, you could see some adjustments were being made. Here, the beginning balance didn't change or the ending balance yet. Those I would have to actually update myself. But you can see this total payments, $1,373.27. And then you could see that the balance less the payments adjusted. Now, I am going to update this ending balance. But before I do that, I'm going to go to my loan amortization schedule and make some updates over there first. This is the amortization schedule I've shared a couple times, so I'm not going to go in great detail here. If you want a refresher, I will link the playlist. It's my Baby Step 6 Mortgage Payoff playlist. It'll have in it that first video where I shared this and also when I updated this after my refinance. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and add in those extra payments that I made to my mortgage, and that amounted to $612.61. And before I hit enter, what I'm doing with this and reconciling the two of these, I'm hoping I can do this with every mortgage payoff update. I am just making sure all the numbers match with the statements that I'm seeing, what my mortgage company has, and here on this schedule, so I know exactly what is going on with all the moving parts. Now, I haven't yet hit enter yet. Again, I'm expecting that this ending balance is going to update. I'm expecting that, of course, this interest is also going to update, this actual number of payments compared to the scheduled number of payments, and then my refi savings. And so I'm going to hit enter here. And you can see here that that extra to the principal made an impact. Okay, my ending balance is under $106,000. Okay. Another thing that I am liking is that my scheduled number of payments was 360. Just that extra so early in this refinance loan knocked off 3 payments. Oh my goodness, that's so lovely to see. And then if you remember, just me refinancing saved me or knocked off or decreased almost $12,000. So a little over $11,500 just in that refinance. So that is going to be really nice to see. Just how much is getting knocked off with those extra payments as well, in addition to the savings already from the refinance. So yay! So going into July, my ending balance came to $105,945.91. So let me see if I can copy this over to that payoff tracker. So my ending balance here. Okay, so look at the change so far. Okay, so the principal reduction matches up. $806.14 principal reduced within the month. The yearly goal progress Now I have reduced my mortgage by $1,384.09. I am at 1.29% to that 5% goal. I have 3.71% left to go. Nice, right? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is actually go into July and add that payment. I'm going to create another worksheet. Okay, and so then here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the other. Let's see. And this is actually, okay. And here we go. So the beginning balance would be that 105,945.91. And then on the 28th, I made my regularly scheduled mortgage payment. And so you can see that here. And so back to the amortization schedule, I can also see that this has been completed with my mortgage company, right? But I'm going to indicate that that 7/1 payment has been made. And so the ending balance is 105,750.53. I'm going to go ahead and copy that over. Okay, the principal reduction comes out to 195.38. Let's see that that holds true. It does. Okay, and now my yearly progress is up to 1.47% so far. So you can see how exciting this is going to be to track. This, on the one hand, blows my mind, but then also is something that is super excitable. Like, I'm looking forward to this. Let's go. Again, don't forget to check out that post and survey. Don't forget to vote. In less eventful months, if I'm only making that one $500 extra monthly payment, it may not make sense to do more than one update a month. Maybe one big update like today's update may make more sense. But let me know your preferences by voting in that survey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.